Hi guys, how are y'all doing today? And I hope you guys are doing great. On this video, I decided to do a continuation of the video that I did regarding how I got off Xanax and how I ended up being able to actually not take it anymore at all. So in that video, I did get quite a bit of questions. I always try to answer as many as I can, and I always like to go in there and see what you guys comment and, you know, help out in any way that I can. So I decided to go ahead and make a second part to that video because, like I said, I was getting quite a bit of comments and a lot of people had questions about it. On this video, I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to answer some of those questions, and I'm just going to talk a little bit more about my anxiety and all that. You know, as you guys know, I already told you my story with anxiety. I think I have 2 videos on this channel about my anxiety. When I found out that I had anxiety, when I had my first panic attack, my first anxiety attack, and then of course I did the video, you know, on how I got off Xanax. And a lot of people seem to be very interested in that because I feel that a lot of people are also going through that. You know, I saw several comments on that video where people were saying, thank you for making this video. I feel like I'm not alone in this, you know, and it's so true. It's so true because anxiety can make you feel really lonely, especially if people in, you know, that surround you aren't really supportive about it. I know whenever I first found out that I had anxiety and anxiety started showing up in my life in many ways, people in my family, in my close circle, and that's what hurts the most, you know, that it was the people in my family that thought that that would just say like that I was making it up, that it wasn't real. And unless you have anxiety, unless you go through it on a daily basis, you don't know how real it is. And I honestly don't wish it on anybody. I don't, because it's horrible. It's not fun, it's not nice, it's not anything to feel like that. And it's just so nice to hear that my video is making you guys, or making you feel like you're not alone, because you're not. There's a lot of people that have it, a lot, and we all deal with it on a daily basis. We all fight it on a daily basis. You have 2 choices with anxiety. You can either let it completely take over your life, or you can fight it. And I choose to fight it every day. I'm not gonna say that I don't have panic attacks or anxiety attacks anymore, because I do. I actually had one today, which is why I wanted to make this video, because, you know, I don't want you guys to think that, oh, I take L-Theanine and I'm like in a field of butterflies, like so happy in the meadow, and I never get anxiety. And no, that's not the case. You know, I was able to taper off of Xanax and only take L-Theanine now, which I take L-Theanine on a daily basis. It's not easy. It's not easy. Sometimes today I had an anxiety attack, and I had to take a little piece of Xanax, and it was a tiny little piece, but the tiniest little piece will help me because I don't take it anymore. I still have it for emergencies, but I don't take it anymore, like on a daily basis like I used to take it. Like I hadn't taken it in like, I don't know how long, but the tiniest little piece now helps me with my anxiety attacks, and they're not often, but lately I've been going through my little episode of being depressed and crying a lot, and I guess today it just showed up as anxiety, and I had a pretty bad anxiety attack. I got all thought I was gonna pass out, thought I was gonna faint, it was just, my heart was beating out of my chest, and even with the L-Theanine, I still had it. And the reason I wanted to tell you guys that is because I don't want you to think that once you're taking L-Theanine, like you'll never have a panic attack, like you'll never have an anxiety attack. No, like you're probably still gonna have them. Maybe not as often, because the L-Theanine does help you feel better. I mean, it has helped me tremendously. Tremendously. It literally helped me get off of Xanax. And like I said, I don't take it on a daily basis. I don't. I have it for emergencies like today, but I won't take it tomorrow or the next day or the next day, you know, because I'll be okay. I'll be all right. And I fight it every day. I fight it every day just like you. So let me go ahead. I've already talked so much. Let me go ahead and get into the questions now that I saw on that video, and that I wanted to answer, and just in case anybody had any, you know, anybody was also wondering about, you know, the questions that were asked. Let me go ahead and pull them up here. I screenshotted some of them and some of them I didn't. So, okay. I have a question here saying, do you still take L-Theanine or stop taking it? When I stopped taking it a couple of weeks, it had some withdrawal symptoms develop. Insomnia being the worst one. Seems I should have tapered off. I think she meant, do you still take Xanax? No, I don't take it on a daily basis anymore. I used to take it on a daily basis, but I tapered off of it. And like I said, I take it only on emergencies like today. Like if I have a panic attack that is too strong for the L-Theanine, and I'm sorry, I'm like, my throat is hoarse. I've been sick again. Like, it feels like I get better and then I get sick again, and then I get better and I get sick. I don't know, whatever. I don't take it on a daily basis anymore. I tapered off of it, and I do take L-Theanine every day. Every day I take it still. I take 2 at like around 12, and then I take another one like around 8 at night, 8:30, to help me relax and help me sleep and all that. I have another question here that says, what brand of L-Theanine do you take? It doesn't matter, really. I usually take the one I can get at the grocery store. I used to take the one at H-E-B, or the one at Walmart. Lately I've been drinking only the one at Walmart. I think it's like Spring Valley is the name of their vitamins. Like, no, it doesn't have to be a fancy brand or an expensive brand or anything like that. I think the ones I buy are like $5 or $6. So no, you don't have to get an expensive brand as long as it says L-Theanine. And I think they have like the 100 milligrams and the 200. I personally like the 100 milligrams. I don't care if I have to take more pills. I don't know. I just feel like I bought some 200 off of Amazon one time, and I didn't really like them. I felt like I don't know. I just didn't feel the same effect. I don't know if that was true. I don't know, but I just felt like they didn't work as well for me. But I don't know. I mean, they might work for you, so you never know. But for me, I rather have the 100 milligrams. And like I said, I take 2, and then I take 1 at night. Doesn't mean that that's what you need to take. You can play around with it, with how many you want to take. You want to start with 1, see if you feel good with that. Or if it doesn't help that much, then you can go up to 2. It just really depends on you, you know, your body weight and all that. Okay, so I had this question that really caught my attention, because I had this question. Let me put on my glasses for this one because it's quite long and I don't want to like mess up the words. It says, thank you for your video. I've been on Xanax since 2004. Was taking 2.2 milligrams a day. I need to get off of them. I'm so scared. In 2014, I tried to get off of them, and I went into a coma that paralyzed me. And I was even blind. Was in the hospital for 3 weeks, but I had to get back on them. I keep going into seizures. OMG. I need to try that vitamin. I don't want to go through that again. It's the scariest thing ever. So yeah, when I read this comment, it wow, it just made me feel so bad, because I wasn't even taking that much, and it was hard to get off of them. It was hard. I'm not gonna lie and say it wasn't. It was hard, and it took me like 3 months, I think, to get off of everything I was taking. And let me tell you this, it's very important to taper off of your Xanax. don't like just stop taking it. You can't do that. Understand, this is a drug. This is a controlled substance, a very addictive drug at that. You can't just quit it cold turkey. You can't. Your body's going to go into shock, especially if you take a large amount. So in this situation, I would honestly tell you to ask your doctor how you can start tapering off of it. You know, let him know that you have that. You're going to try L-Theanine. You're going to try to incorporate that vitamin into your day and see if it helps you with your anxiety, so that way you can slowly start tapering off of Xanax. Your doctor might have great advice on how to start tapering off, you know, something tailored to you, to your specific situation, your specific need. For me, what I did for me, now keep in mind, as I've mentioned before, and you guys already know, I'm not a doctor, nurse, any kind of medical anything. I'm just telling you my story. So what I did for me is every week I would take a little piece of it off, and I'd be like, okay, this week I'm just gonna take this much, and I take that little piece off and I would get rid of it, throw it away, whatever. I would drink that through the whole week. Come next Monday, I would take another little piece off, and then I would take that the whole week. And that's how I went. That's how I did it, week after week, until I was basically taking nothing. Until I was basically taking like a tiny little piece, which was nothing. And you know the reason, it's funny because the reason I found out that it was nothing was because I had to do a drug test for a job that I was gonna start. And I said, oh my gosh, I told my sister, I said, I'm still taking a little piece of the Xanax. I said, I wonder if they're gonna say anything about it. And my sister's like, well, man, my throat's scratchy. So scratchy. I need some honey or something. My sister was like, well, you have the prescription, you know, if they say anything or whatever. And I was like, yeah, I do. So I didn't really worry much about it. I was like, if they say anything, I'll just tell them I have a prescription for it. And they didn't tell me anything. And when I saw the drug test results, they had, like, you know, the different drugs on there, and then they had a section for benzodiazepines. I hope I'm saying them right. Anyway, they had a section for that, and it said negative on everything. And when I saw it, I was like, girl, you've been tricking your mind that you're still taking Xanax. That little piece I'm taking isn't anything. Didn't even show up on a drug test. So after I saw that, the next day I said, I'm gonna try it. I'm just not gonna take it at all. I'm just gonna take my L-Theanine. And sure enough, my body didn't miss it anymore. And since that day, I've been taking just L-Theanine. Okay, and then another question I see on here is, how long have I been off of the Xanax, off of the benzodiazepines? I hope I'm saying it right. Oh, how long? I would say about a year and a half, maybe. About a year and 5 months or something like that. So yeah, it's already been a long time, and I don't take them anymore. And that's cool. That's great, because, you know, as I said on my other video, when I was taking them every day, it was just like, it was like a monster. Like, it just wanted more. Like, it got into this thing where if I didn't give my body more Xanax, I would go into this massive panic and anxiety attack that I had to sometimes go to the hospital. So yeah, not fun. Not fun at all. So I'm so happy to be able to be off of them. And like I said, I have them for emergencies, because sometimes, not often, but sometimes I do have pretty bad anxiety attacks or panic attacks for whatever reason. You know, something can set it off. Like I said, I've been kind of depressed lately, a little bit maybe. I haven't really been in my element as far as mental health goes. I've been sad, depressed. I've been crying a lot. And I think that played a role in the anxiety attack I had today. I'm actually taking a break from my social media. I hadn't really talked about that. I was gonna make another video on that, which I still might. But I'm taking a break right now from most of my social media. Like, I'm still posting, I'll still post videos and everything, but I completely deleted the Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter apps from my phone because I wanted to take some time to kind of meditate on the way I'm feeling, why I'm going through that. I needed some time to talk to myself, to talk to God, to study the Bible more, and to find out what is hurting me, what is irking, what's in here. To look inside of me. Sounds kind of weird, but yeah, to take a look inside of me and pray, meditate on it. So I'm taking some time off of social media. I don't know for how long, like maybe a week, 2, I don't know. They say it takes 30 days to break a bad habit, right? So maybe 30 days, maybe 40 days, I don't know. I really don't know how long I'm gonna be away from it. Don't get me wrong, I love social media. Like, I love it. I love it. I get to upload videos for you guys. I get to talk to people that I never thought that I would be able to. Sometimes that are on the other side of the world, and that's awesome. I love it. I love it. But there's certain parts of it that can get a little redundant, a little toxic, a little just being on your phone all the time, always checking on stuff, or always like feel like you have to post things, or you know, things like that. So I just decided to take a little break from it, and it's been hard, guys. I'm not gonna lie, it's been hard, but I'm hanging in there. We'll see what happens. So far, yeah. Like I said, I don't want to make this video super long, so I might make another video on that as well for next week. But yeah, so I just wanted to come on here and answer some of those questions that you guys had as far as like the L-Theanine, the Xanax. Just be very careful with it. Be very careful. It is a very dangerous drug. Xanax is dangerous. Especially if you take a pretty big amount, always taper down. Don't quit just all of a sudden, because that could be really bad. If possible, tell your doctor, you know, talk to him and tell him you want to get off of it, and they'll give you the best way, like I said too, the best way to taper off according to you, to your specific needs. But yeah, so that's all I had for you guys on this video. Thank you so much for all your comments and your beautiful comments that you guys leave me. I was reading the comments, and you know, you guys are saying thank you for sharing this, thank you for sharing this video, you helped me a lot, and I don't feel alone, and that's the reason. That is the reason that I started making YouTube videos. That is the reason that I started telling you guys my personal stuff, because if what I've gone through helps you in any possible way, that's my goal. That's why I make these videos. Not because I like to, you know, like tell my personal stuff. No, because I feel like if I've gone through stuff in my life, whether it's anxiety, whether it was my face being paralyzed, whether it was having cancer, you know, maybe by telling people my story, I can help. And if I can help you, even just a little bit, with sharing that, then that's my whole goal for making the video. It's not to get views, it's not to make money or like anything like that. It's just because I just want to share it in case it helps somebody out there. And if it did, I'm so happy. I'm so happy to hear that. And I really hope the best for you. And you can do this. You can do this. It's not easy. not easy to beat any addiction, whether it's prescription drugs, whether it's other drugs, whether it's food, whether it's whatever it may be. It's not easy. But you gotta want it. You gotta want it for you. Because you don't want to be in a situation that is gonna get worse. But you can do it. I know you can. I know you can. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I send you guys a lot of love, light, and may God bless you all. Thank you, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.